الرحمن الرحيم قد نرى تقلب وجهك في السماء فلنولينك قبلة ترضاها فول وجهك شطر المسجد الحرام وحيث ما كنتم فولوا وجوهكم شطره وإن الذين أوتوا الكتاب ليعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وما الله بغافل عما يعملون ولئن أتيت الذين أوتوا الكتاب بكل آية ما تبعوا قبلتك وما أنت بتابع قبلتهم وما بعضهم بتابع قبلة بعض ولئن اتبعت أهواءهم من بعد ما جاءك من العلم إنك إذا لمن الظالمين الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يعرفونه كما يعرفون أبناءهم وإن فريقا منهم ليكتمون الحق وهم يعلمون الحق من ربك فلا تكونن من الممترين ولكل وجهة هو موليها فاستبقوا الخيرات أينما تكونوا يأت بكم الله جميعا إن الله على كل شيء قدير صدق الله العظيم. As we were speaking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent the revelation to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, or that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wanted that the Qibla should be turned towards Masjid al-Haram. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we said, that He had commanded Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that for the first 18 months, 1.5 years approximately, that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he was in Medina Munawwara, he used to pray towards Baytul Maqdis. Now, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he had made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could turn the Qibla toward Al-Masjid al-Haram, or the Haram. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these verses, from verse number 144 of Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, قَدْ نَرَى تَقَلُّبَ وَجْهِكَ فِي السَّمَاءِ. That at times Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he would look up towards the skies waiting for revelation, wahi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That when would this wahi come? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change the Qibla towards the Haram and no longer towards Baytul Maqdis. So this ayah is saying that قَدْ نَرَى, indeed we see تَقَلُّبَ وَجْهِكَ فِي السَّمَاءِ, you turning or you looking towards the skies. Now this is Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam waiting for wahi. He used to do this. Otherwise, fuqaha mentioned that it is disliked for a person during his salah to look up, to look down with one's head. With one's head, it's impermissible. It's disliked for a person to do this. Not that the salah is invalid or anything, but it's disliked for a person to look around and turning one's head here and there, whether it's up, whether it's towards the right, whether it's towards the left. So this is disliked in salah. So Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, intidaran lil-wahi, waiting for wahi, he used to do this for a short amount of time. فَلَنُوَلِّيَنَّكَ قِبْلَةً تَرْضَاهَا. And regardless, this is the time where people were allowed to move around in salah. In the beginning, if many of us perhaps know, that the Muslimun, they could even speak in salah. For example, one Sahabi would come, he missed a few rakats, he said, brother, how many rakats I missed? So everyone make a shara, 2, 3. So they used to speak, they used to indicate towards one another in salah. This is the beginning. But then as gradually time went along, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it was something new for the ummah, so then as time went along, then slowly, all of these ahkam became, so to say, a little more stringent in this aspect. So فَلَنُوَلِّيَنَّكَ قِبْلَةً تَرْضَاهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that فَلَنُوَلِّيَنَّكَ, next one we will turn you towards the qibla تَرْضَاها, which you will like, meaning the Masjid al-Haram. شطر المسجد فولي وجهك شطر المسجد الحرام. So when the revelation comes, فولي وجهك, then go ahead and turn your face, and turn towards شطر المسجد الحرام. شطر over here in the Arabic language, over here it means in the direction of al-Masjid al-Haram. So now over here the Mufassirun, the ulama have extracted many masail, many rulings regarding salah and qibla. That the Quran Kareem is saying that face yourself or turn towards the direction of al-Masjid al-Haram, right? Shatra, towards, in that direction. the ayah of the Quran Kareem is not even saying that a person has to directly face it at all times. So the ulama mentioned different masail, different rulings regarding the qibla. The one is a person is standing directly in front of the Kaaba in the haram, in front of Baytullah. If a person can see the Kaaba, then a person must face it fully. Right? Then a person has to face a part of the Kaaba if a person can see it. But if a person is away from the Kaaba and it is out of sight, then ulama mentioned based on different hadith also that if a person is facing towards the direction, it may be a few degrees off here and there, that is allowed. So we say that around approximately 45 degrees right or left, if a person is off, this is allowed, this is permissible. This is based on the hadith of Rasulullah that al-qibla bayn al-mashriqi wal-maghrib. So over here, ulama mentioned that the Quran Kareem is alluding, indicating towards this ruling also, that if a person from far away, from away from the Kaaba, away from when a person cannot see the Baytullah, then a person can, as long as he is facing towards that direction, this is allowed. فَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَحَيْثُمَا كُنْتُمْ فَوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ شَطْرًا. And wherever you may be, then face and direct yourself towards the Masjid al-Haram. Now, in our last session, we had spoken about one of the hikmah, one of the wisdoms of facing the Qibla, that the entire Ummah faces one Qibla. Why? What was the hikmah? That there is an ijtima'iyya to this, right? Everyone in any part of the world, those Musallis of MSI face the same Qibla, those around this masjid, those in the different states, in different countries, everyone, the entire Ummah is facing towards one Qibla. This builds ijtima'iyya, a sense of community building in the Ummah. وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ لَيَعْلَمُونَ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ. As we have previously also discussed, that when the hukum and the command was given for Rasulullah to face towards the Qibla, some had raised criticism that how can what's this reason, why are you turning away? If for example, Bayt al-Maqdis was the Qibla, what's wrong with it now that you don't face it? Or if there was something better about the Baytullah from the beginning, for the Kaaba, then why were you facing Bayt al-Maqdis in the very first place? So all of this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the answer to this, that وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ, that those that have been given the book, they know very well أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ, that this command is also from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The nasikh, mansukh, abrogation is something which has occurred in all shari'ahs. The one ruling would come and then it would become abrogated. This is something that would happen in all the shari'ahs. So this isn't a new phenomena. وَمَا اللَّهُ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا يَعْمَلُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not oblivious. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not heedless of what they are doing. وَلَئِنْ أَتَيْتَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ بِكُلِّ آيَةٍ مَا تَبِعُوا قِبْلَتَكَ. That if you were to bring ayah 145, that even if you were to bring every miraculous sign or evidence or verse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a proof, مَا تَبِعُوا قِبْلَتَكَ, they will not follow your qibla, meaning what you are calling them towards. Now this is the reality which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Rasulullah, that they will not follow it. Now what do you do that they are not following what you're saying? So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving nasihah, or rather a command to Rasulullah, which is very pertinent to us also. That if we tell someone this is our position on a certain matter, right? That this is our position. Now if they disagree, what should you do? وَمَا أَنْتَ بِتَابِعِينَ قِبْلَتَهُمْ. You shouldn't follow their qibla. Just because someone disagrees with you, that doesn't mean that, okay, at any cost we have to be united. At any cost we have to be united in the sense that we all have to follow the same thing. This isn't necessary. Right? The Quran says this is not possible, this is not permissible. وَمَا أَنْتَ بِتَابِعِينَ قِبْلَتَهُم. So if your position is one, their position is something else, doesn't mean you have to be following the same position. This doesn't mean that there is that you have to fight with them. This doesn't mean that you have to force it down their throats. This doesn't mean that we are going to cut off all ties from them. So وَمَا أَنْتَ بِتَابِعٍ قِبْلَتَهُمْ وَمَا بَعْضُهُمْ بِتَابِعٍ قِبْلَةَ بَعْضٍ. And the reality is that the Ahlul Kitab, even amongst themselves, they will have differences and they will not follow one another. وَمَا بَعْضُهُمْ بِتَابِعٍ قِبْلَةَ بَعْضٍ. Now say for example, if you do start following their qibla and you leave the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلَئِنِ اتَّبَعْتَ أَهْوَاءَهُمْ, if you follow their desires, مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا جَاءَكَ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ, after that knowledge which has come to you, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِنَّكَ إِذًا لَمِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ, then indeed you will be considered from amongst those that have oppressed. So see the words that are being used, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, well, that you will be considered an oppressor. When we hear oppression, what goes to our mind? Killing, stealing, swearing maybe, right? Physical things usually go through our minds. That this is something called oppression. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran Kareem, the greatest oppression is what? any disobedience against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Disobedience against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is also an oppression. So إِنَّكَ إِذًا لَمِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابِ, those that we gave them the book, the scriptures, يَعْرِفُونَهُ, they recognize Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُم, just as they recognize their own children. Just as they recognize their own children. For example, someone's son, someone's child is walking amongst a crowd, you can point him out, this is my son, right? Because for years you've been seeing them. Like that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that in the Torah and the Injil, the description of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has been given, that when Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam brought the da'wah to the Ahlul Kitab, they recognized it immediately. There isn't anything difficult for them that they had to go back and check, maybe is it not, we can say that they're excused because of this. No, they recognize him right away. يَعْرِفُونَهُ كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُمْ وَإِنَّ فَرِيقًا مِّنْهُمْ, and indeed a group from amongst them, meaning the scholars of them, the scholars of the Torah amongst them, لَيَكْتُمُونَ الْحَقَّ, that they hide the truth, وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ, whereas they know. الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّكَ, the truth is from your Lord. فَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُمْتَرِينَ, do not be from those that doubt in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or that doubt the truth. وَلِكُلٍّ وِجْهَةٌ هُوَ مُوَلِّيهَا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that, and the reality is that every ummah was given a direction to face, هُوَ مُوَلِّيهَا, which they faced. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, that what you should do is that you should work towards the good. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْإِسْتِبَاقِ means that a person should vie towards it, compete in it. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, have musabaqa means competing towards something. Right? It's a race. Musabaqa is also used for a race. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, that when it comes to good things, then you should race towards it. So the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, will quote a couple examples from their lives. That for example, once the Muhajirun Sahaba came to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and complained to him, ذَهَبَ أَهْلُ الدُّثُورِ بِالْأُجُورِ, that those that are wealthy amongst us, our Ansari brethren, the Muhajirun usually were more poor. The Muhajirun Sahaba usually were more poor. Why? When they migrated, when they did Hijrah, they left everything behind. Whatever they had earned, they had left behind. So usually they were more poor. So some Sahaba radiallahu anhum came to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the poor amongst them, and they complained that ذَهَبَ أَهْلُ الدُّثُورِ بِالْأُجُورِ, that the rich Sahaba amongst us, they have taken all the ujur, the plural of ajr, all the rewards. يُصَلُّونَ كَمَا نُصَلِّي وَيَصُومُونَ كَمَا نَصُومُ, they pray like how we pray. It doesn't make a difference whether we're poor or they're rich. Everyone prays the same rakat, same amount. وَيَصُومُونَ كَمَا نَصُومُ, that they fast like how we fast, we're all fasting together. However, وَيَتَصَدَّقُونَ بِفُضُولِ أَمْوَالِهِمْ, but they have this extra hand over us that they give sadaqah with their extra wealth. And we barely make a hand to mouth, we don't have anything to give. So the point over here, what we're connecting is how they brought فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ into their lives. How do you do musabaqa, race towards good. So this was something on their mind. That look, our brethren, they pray and we pray, but we don't want them to go forward or much ahead of us. Not that we want to keep them behind, but the point is, how can we also reach those high stages in front of Allah and in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as they are through their extra sadaqat. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave them this advice, where we do that, the tasbih 33 times, tahmeed 33 times, takbir 34 times, in different way 33, and then la ilaha illallah once. So 100 in each, it will become 100. So the Sahaba, they became very happy, the poor amongst them, and they went and they started making amal upon this. When the Ansari Sahaba heard about this, they also started making amal upon it. Now they came back to Rasulullah and said, Ya Rasulullah, you told us this, they stole this from us. Now they're also doing it, now what happens? So Rasulullah told them that ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ, basically. That this is the fadl from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where we can't say that they should stop giving sadaqah, they'll get reward for that. But in many other hadith, Rasulullah he told this, the poor Sahaba, that the poor amongst you will reach into Jannah much before those that are richer. So now, based on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, however He decides, it's not for us to say that this guy is rich, this guy is poor, who goes into Jannah first. That is one incident. One more incident from the life of Aisha radiallahu anha, that in the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that once Aisha radiallahu anha, now think about them as husband and wife. That the hadith describes that it was a moonlit night. That Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was sitting with Aisha radiallahu anha. Right? So now husband and wife on a moonlit night, what would they talk about usually? But I'll see what the hadith says. So that Aisha radiallahu anha is gazing at the stars and she asks Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya Rasulullah, does anyone have a'mal the amount of these stars? So husband and wife. Right? Husband and wife on a moonlit night, and what does Aisha radiallahu anha ask? And we can't even say that Aisha, maybe she, she's old, and Aisha radiallahu anha was in her teens when she was made to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So this is the status of the teens of the Sahabiyat, or at least of Aisha radiallahu anha. So on a moonlit night, she's asking Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what? Does anyone have a'mal the amount of these stars? This is how Rasulullah built the psychology, the mind, the framework of the Sahaba. That's why Sahaba is part of our Aqidah, because they were of that nature. One of our teachers, Imam Sulaiman said, he used to say that the Sahaba had the same Islam that you and I have. They prayed 5 times Salah, they also fasted 30 days, right? Their Islam was the same. But it was when you say, qalbi kayfiyat rakti. There was something about the hearts that were different. There's something different about their mentality. Right? But there's always this idea in their minds that what can I do, how much more can I do to get towards the akhirah faster or in the higher manner. This was the Sahaba mentality at all times. So Rasulullah answered yes, Umar radiallahu anhu. The Umar's a'mal even more. Aisha radiallahu anha, she didn't stop at this, she says, how about my father? What's going to happen to Abu Bakr? Again, look at how much she's concerned. How can he be left behind amongst the Sahaba? So Rasulullah said, Abu Bakr, he's much ahead of this. This is no comparison to Abu Bakr. So this is where the Sahaba, the one Aisha asking about this. Rasulullah answer regarding both of these great Sahaba. And you find so many stories from the lives of the Sahaba that point towards this, فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ. So make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also makes us from amongst them. أَيْنَمَا تَكُونُوا يَأْتِ بِكُمُ اللَّهُ جَمِيعًا. Wherever you may be, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring you together at the day of judgment. أَيْنَمَا تَكُونُوا يَأْتِ بِكُمُ اللَّهُ جَمِيعًا إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most capable over everything. Make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us tawfiq. Inshallah, our next session will be after Maghrib. The next week we won't have this tafsir session. Inshallah, we'll have a special program by Sheikh Hassan from the UK. That will be regarding the Day of Judgment. Then inshallah, the week thereafter, that will also be after Maghrib. And then the week after we'll continue with our tafsir, and that will also be for Maghrib, after Maghrib inshallah.